Todd Long here, sitting in this wonderful I-77 toll road traffic. I say facetiously. But today I want to talk to you about what a big rental property investor has decided to do, and what I think is actually a pretty ingenious idea on their part. So stay tuned. Alright, so what I want to talk to you today is about a company called Blackstone. Blackstone is a huge real estate investment trust. It's a REIT, R-E-I-T, you sometimes see them labeled as. America's Home for Rent is another one. There's a lot of them out there, but Blackstone is one of the biggest. They actually own over 50,000 residential rental properties, and they really started buying back years and years and years ago, but they really started buying again in 2012. We saw it in our market around the Lake Norman area, really strong in 2012 and 13, buying up a lot of the distressed properties, things that needed to have repairs done to them, and they were buying them at a decent fair market value rate and then fixing them up and putting renters into it. And it really dried up our inventory like overnight. If you look at the supply-demand curve in 2012 of that, $150,000 to $300,000 price point, super dried up quickly. And it was because Blackstone was out buying up all these properties in cash. And they said even at that time that they would hold on to these properties for several years and then they were going to sell them back into the residential market. And people got really concerned about that because, oh my gosh, they're going to oversupply the market with inventory. It's not their plan. As a matter of fact, they just came out with an article not too long ago and said that what they're doing is taking their qualified renters, people who were renting from them but are qualified or close to being able to qualify, maybe had a bankruptcy several years ago, maybe had a short sale foreclosure several years ago, and now offering to finance them to buy the house they're in. Of course, I don't love this as a real estate agent because they're cutting the real estate agents out of the transaction, but it's a brilliant plan. They're taking these people that would like to live and own the home that they live in. They're not going to have any inspections because the people already live there. They're not going to have any real estate calls from a real estate agent standpoint, and they're financing them with their own in-house lending agency, which means that they have very low overhead in selling this property to the end user. It's not happening for all of their properties, but it's happening for a lot of them. They started out in Phoenix doing this, and now they're spreading to some of their other places that they've had these rentals since 2012-13. And in Phoenix, they're making $30,000, $40,000 from where they bought it and fixed it up, and now selling it to the renter, which is a huge return with very little overhead. So just want to make you aware of that because those stats are never going to show up on a NAR, a National Association of Realtors statistics report showing that these properties ever hit the market. It's never going to really show up that renters turned into owners because they didn't go through the normal channel. So always something to be aware of, what's going on in your real estate market. For more information like this, you can contact me at 704-360-0667. We'll be happy to help you with your real estate needs, and especially if you're an investor looking to invest in property, you need to work with a real estate agent that knows what's going on in the investment arena. Have a great week.